Y'all can't go off what Jermell Charlo did with another man when you got another man getting in the ring with that man. Like you can't judge a man by another man. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Because in the same instance, Terrence Crawford can go in there with Jermell Charlo and knock his ass out. So then what the fans gonna say, oh,
It's no doubt in anybody's mind that Terrence Bud Crawford would have stopped Jermell Charlo. Like I said, that's the fight that I wanted to see. And if you have to base it off Terrence Crawford's track record, then, it's no surprise. He's stopping everybody that he gets in the ring with. Point blank, period. He's dominant. No question about it. So the whole Canelo-Terrence Crawford thing, seems to be a conversation. It just doesn't die. Like I said, I find this funny because the way he got it to catch on fire is hilarious. But if you look at it, and people already know where I stand with the fight, but if you look at it, Canelo opened himself up to this kind of criticism. And you can't tell me that Canelo's victory over Jermell Charlo is not being overshadowed by what Terrence Crawford is doing in the dust that he's kicking up. You can't tell me that. You know what I'm saying? I see it. Nobody's talking about that victory. They're talking about Terrence Crawford, Charlo. And they're serious. But Canelo opened himself up to this kind of criticism, to this kind of attack, to this kind of proposition. And I'm going to tell you why. Because he ended up in people's backyard that he wasn't supposed to be in. That Jermell is a fight that I wanted for Terrence Crawford. That's why I didn't want to see it. I was like, no, because I knew Errol Spence wasn't no match for him. I was like, I want to see these two guys fight. Those are my two favorite fighters right there. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see those two guys go at it, but wasn't able to do that because here comes Canelo because he want to avoid David Benavidez, fighting a guy coming up 2 weight classes, something he shouldn't be doing anyway. Mr. Face of Boxing, supposedly. That's something he shouldn't be doing anyway. So when he did it, of course you open yourself up to it. Oh, well, if you're going to do this, then why not do that? And this is the funny thing. They want to try all this stuff, but they want to talk about Crawford's resume. That's a dummy move. That's an oxymoron. You know what I'm saying? Even Canelo, he said he only fought one good fighter. Now tell Canelo who was the good fighter that Jermell fought. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Now we know as hardcore boxing fans he fought some good fighters, but the so-called, where is his Errol Spence on his resume? He doesn't even have that. So you fought a guy who ain't technically fought one good fighter according to you, because we all know good fighter, he means a big fighter, a fighter with a big name, a big show fight or something like that. Like, we know what he means. Well, what fight like that has Jermell had? He hasn't had any. And Crawford's resume is better. If you just want to talk about names, and we know how casually people look at resumes, his resume is better. And Jermell ain't had the fight that you trying to say that Crawford only had the reason for, you not wanting to fight him. That don't make no sense. Jermell ain't had no big fight. Who's been Jermell's dancing partner? What's been his career-defining fight besides just becoming undisputed? Oh, I mean Tony Harrison. You know what I'm saying? That's his biggest claim to fame, right there, Tony Harrison. Yeah. So to say that, once again, that don't make sense. So do you not see how he opened himself up for that? You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have been dipping in other people's backyard because you don't want to fight the dudes in your backyard. So therefore, he opened the floodgates up to it, and they're serious about this shit. I just find it hilarious, like I said. But if it was Crawford, yeah, he'd have stopped it. And that's the funny thing. That's what I said. You can't get no credit from this. How you gonna get a credit from guy finding out? The worst thing he could have did was go 12 rounds with him on top of that. And the guy wasn't trying to put up no fight with you either. But you talking about this, the big bad return of Canelo, but everybody criticizing Jermell for not doing nothing in the fight. It shows that y'all desperate for any type of victory, any type of just anything. You know what I'm saying? What real person would accept that? as a so-called fan, who really accept that? He's supposed to be going towards David Benavidez. But he don't want to do that. So therefore, he end up fighting Lil Charlo. And then turn around and saying nobody can beat this version of me. Then when you bring David Benavidez back up, it's oh my God, this is that, the third. Like I said, they really pressing this thing. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.